It's a Sunday, and I'm real tired. Just saying. Just throwing that out there for all of you to know. It's Sunday, and I'm tired. I kind of wish I would sit, but I don't want to readjust the camera. That's how lazy I am this fine day. So, you know. There you go. That's good. Great. Also, this movie's terrible. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess, and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today, I'm going to talk about The Last Flight of Noah's Ark. The Last Flight of Noah's Ark is a 1980 theatrical release. It's directed by Charles Jarrett, cinematography by Charles F. Wheeler, editing by Gordon D. Brenner, the music is by Maurice Jarre, and it's written by Steve W. Carabatsos, Sandy Glass, and George Arthur Bloom. It's based off a story called The Gremlin's Castle by Ernest K. Gahn. Charles Jarrett, I covered in the video about The Littlest Horse Thieves, so if you want to learn all about him, the link will be in the description. Charles F. Wheeler, I covered in the video about The Cat from Outer Space, and Gordon D. Brenner, I covered in the video about The Ghost of Cypress Swamp. Both links will be in the description. Maurice Jarre, I didn't take French. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm saying Jarre, alright? Because it sounds French. He's best known for Lawrence of Arabia, Dr. Zhivago, Witness, and Ghost. Steve W. Carabatsos, I'm sorry for that pronunciation as well, is best known for Tentacles, Hot Pursuit, and So Condor. Sandy Glass is best known for Phyllis and Festival of Family Classics. George Arthur Bloom is best known for Cyber Chase, The Magic School Bus, The Julie Andrews Hour, and Any Day Now. The film stars Elliot Gould, Genevieve Bujold, Ricky Schroder, and Tammy Lauren. Elliot Gould plays Noah, and he's best known for Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, Oceans 11 and 13, and MASH. I know him best from Friends as Ross and Monica's father, Jack Geller. Genevieve Bujold plays Bernadette, and she's best known for Anne of the Thousand Days, Murder by Decree, Coma, and Dead Ringers. Ricky Schroder plays Bobby, and he's best known for Silver Spoons, NYPD Blue, The Champ, and Black Cloud. Tammy Lauren plays Julie, and she's best known for Mork and Mindy, Homefront, Wishmaster, and 2.5 Men. This was also her first feature film. The film was shot both in California and Hawaii. The production borrowed a full-scale and scraps of a Boeing B-29 Superfortress from the Navy, and it had to be returned at the end of production. Every piece, every part had to be returned. It was not received well. It was released on a double bill in drive-in theaters with 101 Dalmatians. Roger Ebert hated this movie, and it made $11 million in the box office. I don't even know where to begin with this movie, so this is going to be a very casual discussion here, so I'm very sorry if it gets weird and rambles. But I just have to say, this movie didn't do what it intended to do, I don't think. I didn't care, because it was like a paint-by-numbers story, or like a choose-your-own-adventure story that someone was writing and was like, oh yeah, because I don't know, you guys. It was not the best. Elliot Gould is fine. He's a fine Noah. He plays a very good jerk. And he grows in the movie, I guess. But I guess you could just call it he softens and shows his vulnerable side. He doesn't really grow. He kind of stays a jerk throughout the movie. And then Bernadette is fine as well. She had no growing to do. Her mother is dead. They say it on screen, so I'm counting that because she's the main character. So we have a parent death. The two kids that are with them are orphans, and Bobby does say that his father left him at the orphanage, so we know his father's not technically dead. So that was interesting. The movie itself, just one of the biggest problems I had with this movie was that the title of the film doesn't appear until 17 minutes into it, which I thought was very interesting. They let the story start, which they've done a few times now. Like Snowball Express was one of the first movies to really do that, to wait to show the title. But this one, they really 17 minutes, you're into it and you're going, oh, is the title going to appear at the end or something? But it finally came. The song, I believe, is called Half of Me. what they set up in the open 17 minutes does not match the song they use for the opening credits. They just do not marry each other at all. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy the movie. I thought everything was unmotivated, I guess is a word I could use. I think Ricky Schroder gave the best performance. The scene with the bull Brutus, where everyone's contemplating shooting him because he's going to die and like, why let him suffer or whatever. He gives his all in that scene. He also gives his all in this scene when he's rescued from the shark. Oh, I wanted to say this movie is so predictable. Every single thing that was supposed to be surprising in this movie, you see coming from a mile away. Bobby falling in and getting, like, you know, almost attacked by the shark, called that. The kiss, called that. Just, you know, I don't know, just every piece of this movie was predictable. I don't remember exactly what Roger Ebert said, but he said something about how the movie was so predictable, it was ridiculous and unenjoyable. And I don't know if the film was unenjoyable because of its predictability, because I tend not to care if I can predict a movie, but I didn't enjoy this movie. It's not to say the acting was terrible, because like I said, Ricky Schroder brought his A game. He was the best actor in the movie, I think. Sorry, Elliot Gould and Genevieve Bujold and Tammy. But Ricky Schroder was bringing some tears in his A game, and Tammy, when she was supposed to cry, not a single tear. It was actually awful. So, and then Elliot and Genevieve, they did fine, but I just think they weren't given the material and the direction that they deserved. So, I didn't like it, and that's where I'm going to stand on that. That's all I really have about The Last Flight of Noah's Ark. I'm sorry that it was so just flat and casual, but this movie just didn't do it for me. It took me a long time to watch because I was pausing it to take notes, and just, you know, it was a rough ride for me to watch. The cinematography was actually very good. It wasn't amazing, but it was really well done. I think Charles F. Wheeler, you know, knows what he's doing, and I think there were a lot of shots that were actually quite beautiful, and then the rest was just normal. Otherwise, I didn't like this movie. I'm probably gonna give it like a 1 Boeing 29, 1 Boeing B-29 out of 10. Our total movie count is, our parent death toll is, cry count is the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and you'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday. Until next time, commonly described, but I'm not sure who you are, so you do you, and I don't know, don't be the guy that bought a B-29 Super Fortress and expected someone to be able to fly it. Stoney, I think was his name. And don't be the gambling collectors, but also don't gamble all the money you don't have. Like, just don't be... It's Sunday, and I'm very relaxed, so I'm sorry if I'm like... I don't smoke weed, so I'm not high.